Chapter 3. Processing your emotions and raising your vibration. Offering your vibration. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council, and we are pleased to connect with all of you. You always give that which you are putting out to the universe, whether you recognize it or not. Whether you are aware of what you are putting out or that you are putting it out, you are sending a signal to the universe, and that signal is sent through your vibration. Your words, your actions, and your emotions are indicators of your vibration. They are not what determines the essence of what you send out to the universe. They are examples of it. They are the evidence that you can see, hear, and put your finger on. A true master will be more concerned with what vibration he or she is putting out than what is currently happening. Because a true master is not only the understanding of the importance of vibration, but also the practice. You can practice putting yourself in the vibration that you want to send out to the universe, and we recommend that you do so. We recommend that you take less action and put out more conscious vibration. We know that if you are awakened, you are sensitive. So we know that we are talking to sensitive individuals here. As sensitive individuals, you can easily tune into your vibration, and all it takes to offer that vibration that you want the universe to receive from you is a little focus and some conscious breathing. And before you know it, you'll be offering that joy, that love, that excitement, that freedom, that abundance. Anything at all that you want to see reflected back to you in this universe is available to you right now, and it's much easier for you to access than you think. You don't need to spend hours and hours in meditation. You spent a lifetime of getting triggered emotionally, and every time you have, you've gained some knowledge on the visceral level of what vibration feels like and how to access it consciously. Offer your vibrations constantly and consciously, and see how quickly the universe responds. Vibrational compatibility. You have been in a process of releasing all of your habits of thought, all of your beliefs, and all your actions that are in contradiction to your stated objective. Now most of you have the stated objective that you want to shift your consciousness. Some of you have other objectives as well, but all of you are looking for something, whether it is to be more of service to others or to live a life of more joy and ease. And for some of you, you can see how these two can intersect. Whatever your stated objectives are, you want to release that which you do and think and say that contradicts those objectives. There is, of course, a reason why, and that reason is vibrational incompatibility. If you remain stuck in a vibration that is different from that which you want to experience, you are not going to experience what you have determined is your perfect life. So when you are acting, thinking, and speaking in ways that are vibrationally incompatible with what it is that you know that you want to experience, you have that moment of recognition. And in that moment of recognition, all you need to do is to let go of the thoughts, words, and actions. You don't need to get down on yourself. You don't need to make it up for some way, but you can use that moment of awareness to pinpoint the vibration that lies underneath the thoughts, the words, the actions, the habits and the beliefs that are contradicting what you know you really want and what also serves you. So just let go. You don't have to judge your actions or yourself. You don't have to banish the thought or the belief of all of reality. You just need to let go in the moment and shift yourself to a greater awareness of the vibration you are offering. When the vibration you are offering is compatible with your stated objective, you find yourself on a journey that is filled with joy and magic and is leading to the ultimate destination, the place you now know you want to be. Tasting the ninth dimension. We are enabling all of you to sense what it is like to be non-physical, to be ninth-dimensional. We are giving you that flavor when we transmit to you these messages, and you are capable of receiving a tiny fraction of what it is actually like. Now, we tell you this because we want you to realize that there's much, much more to experience than you could possibly perceive or conceive of at this time. You are the ones who decided that you wanted to be where you are. No one else decided that for you. You were not sent on a mission by some higher power. You are the higher power that made that decision. It just seems like you are separated from the aspect of yourself that did make that decision and that continues to stand by it. You are getting a taste of what it's like to have been in that position of knowing, that position of feeling, sensing, and even seeing that everything was going to work out for the best for you in this lifetime. And that is one of the advantages that you have in connecting to us through these messages. We are very close to the part of you that makes that kind of decision. And from where we sit, of course, we still see that part of you as you. We talk to this aspect of who you are being because we like a challenge. We like to extend ourselves into the physical as well, because you give us a taste of what it is like to be where you are and to be experiencing the roller coaster ride that life in the physical often is. We are able to send you reminders of what it is like to be part of an oversouled being, and you give us a sense of what it is like to be separate and physical. There are, of course, positive aspects of being where you are. You get to feel a greater shift than any other being in a galaxy, and when that shift occurs, you will realize why you made the decision to come to planet Earth, to be third and fourth dimensional and to experience physicality and separation. These are not curses, they are just perspectives, and from where we are sitting, we would say that you made an excellent choice. Healing past life trauma. You are facing traumatic situation from past lives that you are working through in this lifetime, and you do so most of the time without having any awareness of what that trauma was. So then how do you do it? You create situations for yourself in this lifetime that trigger the emotions that are associated with those traumatic events from past lives. The situation in your current lifetime may have nothing to do with whatever you experienced in the past life, or it may be a watered-down version. It may be symbolic. Whatever it is, you're going to get triggered, and it's going to feel very irrational to you, and you would experience as much fear, anger, anxiety, sadness, or even hatred in this lifetime, given what the circumstances are. We want to help you make sense of it all, but you don't necessarily need to know what the traumatic experience was in your previous lifetime or lifetimes. You just need to know that you get triggered, and those emotions flow because of what you are carrying with you. You also help the collective and your genetic line every time you face one of the challenging situations where you feel irrationally emotional, even overly emotional from some perspective. That is why it is so important for all of you to honor your emotions and honor the emotions of others as well. Because if you cannot understand why you get triggered as profoundly as you do, you certainly are not going to be able to understand why someone else in your life is getting triggered by something that seems rather small in comparison to the emotions they are feeling. Be compassionate, not to the situation, but to the emotional response. Be compassionate for yourself and others, and you will make it through this shift in consciousness with all your past life selves coming along for the ride. They will be reintegrated into your oversoul as you do the processing of these emotions for them, and you heal those traumatic circumstances without even knowing at times what they were. Living your life's purpose. We have observed many of you searching for a purpose in your lives. We have noticed that there tends to be an association with what you do and your feeling of having a purpose and a meaning for your life. What if, however, the doing was not the significant aspect of your purpose? What if instead your purpose was to feel? Can you entertain that notion? Can you believe that it is possible to incarnate for the purpose of feeling something you've never felt before? And if that makes some sense to you, then can you let yourself off the hook for doing something important? As you feel into the magnificence of your existence, and as you feel into the significance of your shift in consciousness, it is easy then to understand why this whole idea of feeling something new and different could be considered life's purpose. We want you to acknowledge yourself, and we want you to enjoy yourself. We want you to see yourself as the main purpose of your lives. In other words, it is what you become that is the most significant aspect of your incarnating here and now. Sometimes in order to become that which you are expanding into, it is necessary for you to sit and do absolutely nothing. In fact, it is easier for you to feel when you are in a state of inaction. And that is, in fact, one of the reasons why some of you are always so busy. If you are not busy doing, you are busy thinking. And the doing and the thinking are what you use to avoid the feeling. Some of you are even avoiding feeling the higher frequency states because you are afraid that you will come crashing down. And we have seen this as well. We know that it exists as a possibility. But by giving yourself that opportunity to feel something, you do access more of who you are. And as you access more of who you are, you not only become more significant to this universe in every possible way, but you also get to enjoy the experience. You get to decide what your purpose is. We suggest reaching for something that is fun or interesting and seeing what it is your purpose in the moment. And then we suggest giving yourself a new purpose in the next moment, and in the next, and the next. Being purposeful about your life does not mean that you must do something over and over and over again until you get acknowledged for it. Just be yourselves and let life come to you. And as you experience life in that way, you are living your purpose. Choices, actions, and states of being. You find yourself faced with many choices throughout your day, throughout periods in your lives, and throughout your entire lifetimes. You make choices that affect yourself and others, and we see you making choices based on what you think the results of that choice will be. We see you doing lots of things because you believe that in the doing of something, you'll be granted something else. You have many beliefs around the choices that you make and the actions that you take. You even choose not to act or speak because you believe that in your non-action or in your lack of communication, you'll be granted something that you want, even if that something is just a state of being. Now, we can also sense within each of you is a desire to live in joy, but oftentimes you make your joy conditional. So if you make a choice and you get the outcome that you desire from taking a particular action, then you will feel joy. If you make a choice and you don't get this outcome that you desire, you will not only feel a lack of joy, but you may actually feel sad, angry, afraid, or any number of other lower frequency emotions. If your actions and choices are conditional, then so will be your joy. What you want to do in life is to start at the same point where you want to end up. So start with how you want to feel, and let your choices then be reflective of the state of being. If the choice and action are not harmonizing with the state of being that you want to hold, then it would be best for you not to make that choice and take that action. It would be best for you to go back to where you began. Go back to the place where you recognize how you want to feel, and then empower yourselves to feel how you want to feel. Demonstrate to yourselves that you have the ability to access feelings, emotions, vibrations, states of beings, and then access them. Any choice you make and any action you take will then be a result of the way you are feeling, rather than an attempt to find yourself in that particular state of being. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you.